Test, test, test. How's everybody doing? Wow, there's a lot in there tonight. Or it's just you guys talking. How you doing, AGM? How you doing, Deb? What's going on? What have you been doing, AJ? It's late for you right now. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Nice to see you. You got here fast once I hit live. You must have got alerted fast. Like for some people, when they click the the alert button when they go live or whatever, or when they go live, the alert, it gets to me so fast that I'm like the first one in almost every chat. I have no idea why how it works like that. Oh, that's fine, Deb. Yeah, of course. I thought we had a I thought we had a decent show this morning, and Teresa was really good. I thought she's been such a huge blessing to me, and because I really needed a boost of energy, to be honest. And good news is Faith might be coming back for at least on one day this week, and maybe more. And I'm happy about that too. And because I really needed it. There's just no two ways about it. That these ladies stepped in like to help when I really needed it. And yet, I think yesterday was about as tired as I could possibly be, and now I feel so much fresher, and yeah, just letting her. Yesterday she was on fire, right, and just letting her go. I needed that, because I don't. There is no days off, and so like there's always some kind of it like. Yes, we had some kind of dumb stuff happening in the background, right, which I don't want to give any attention to, right? But then also there was like some stuff going on in the chat too, right, between us, which that stuff that does concern me when it's you guys. And sometimes it takes everything just to hold it together, just to hold everything together. And but it's worth it, it's so worth it. And I pray to God, and it's the key. I think the key to it is to know that God does all the building of everything. Like there is nothing that I could take credit for, or there's nothing that I could say that I do that somebody else couldn't do, or anything like that. Right? It's really about God lets me be this person, and maybe He sees something in me, I don't know. And it's very, very small, right? It's big to me because it takes up my whole day, you know but it's very small in the scheme of things, and so just to stay right sized, right? Stay right sized and be real about what everything is. This is 12 people that come together that love God, and between 12 and 20, but I would say the core of us is like 12 of us that show up at both times. And um I know. Well, level up, that's what it is. It's crazy, right? Like these little things, right? um these little things, right, about people following us around. Like, what's wrong with people, man? Like, what's wrong with people chasing everybody around and wanting to troll people? And I mean, that's kind of why I wanted to have this place for us, is so that we would, like, people wouldn't get trolled and be on their own. Hey, Autobot. Hey, Primus. Who? You're asking me if I've been drinking? I'm not sure I understand that question. And so like that's the reason why I had this group like this the way it is so we wouldn't get trolled by ourselves. Were you asking me if I've been drinking like alcohol? I haven't been drinking like I don't know, I think 2010. But I did have a problem with alcohol. Yeah, that's not something that I don't know about. I could help if you're going through something like that, I could help you. Maybe a little bit. Or at least tell you what I did. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, because I'm live at the same time. Is that what it is? Oh no, no, Sasquatch. He just sent me a couple text messages. Like if he's live, it's just because he's live. I don't think that he's trying to do that on purpose or whatever. He's cool. If he wants to do that, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No hard feelings for sure. Everybody's here, you know. It'll probably because like most of the time, right? And what we don't realize when we have streams like this, right, is that yeah, it'll go to like let's say it'll go to 20, right? Well, most of that is people popping in, saying hi, and taking off, you know, and showing support, right? Which is cool, you know. People come in, they say hello, and they don't really stick around. And so like over the course of like a stream, you'll have hey Andrew, welcome. How did you find us? I'm always interested in knowing how people found us. And so people coming in showing support, like, but if you have something going on that captures people, you'll start collecting people, like people will come in and it'll start building up. Because like it's out there on this platform. You know, buddy, where someone planted a seed a while back. Is better. In there, that's a little better. Hmm. Is this better enough? Let me know. Okay, it's still bad. Okay. Let me see if I could do. Okay, is it better? It's better. That's good. So it's hard on this platform. Oh yes, Father, we ask you to please put a hedge of protection around the stream. Because from any evil or any demons that would get involved between us, the word of the Lord, and stream business, and I pray for for you to help us desire to do your will and to ignore our flesh and um, to help each other and edify each other and get along for this time. It's all of your glory about what you've done for us. I pray this in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for reminding me, Deb. I appreciate it. Say hi to everybody. And, closer. It looked like more people came in. Well, Andrew, welcome. And Primus, welcome. And Teresa's here. Okay. And so, yeah, I mean, just on this platform, it's hard to like find people that like haven't heard about Jesus that like want to immediately hear about it and they want to get saved all in one day. So it's like planting seeds, but then hopefully someone had planted seeds before and people come here and there's the fruit of those seeds, right? But it's starting to look more and more like there's like fewer and fewer people really out there, and oh yes, I'm so sorry, Andrew. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. You were watching ETT's live stream the other night, and he and T-Mog were talking about you in a negative way, though they wanted you to join them in a stream. That is how I found your channel. Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to have T-Mog on a long time ago to talk about Revelation, and he's a smart guy. I mean, he's smart about that symbolism and stuff like that, but he's got some pretty some pretty off the wall doctrinal issues, especially when it comes to salvation. And anybody that doesn't believe that salvation is, number one, not for everybody, and number two, it's not by faith in what Jesus did on the cross, right? That's the basics, that's what makes you a Christian. Oh, they weren't? Well, I normally don't get talked too negatively about by ETT, but I haven't heard T-Mog say anything positive about me in about a year. But that's really nothing negative on him. It's just his doctrine is messed up. But yeah, I mean, if he believed that, or if he was able to get to the point where he knew that salvation was faith in Jesus, right? And what he did on the cross and that alone, then he would be a valuable weapon for God, man, because then it would be some awesome Bible studies because he's a pretty sharp guy. He's going live in 3 hours. Do I want to join them? Not really. Not really. And it's not because I don't want to have a discussion. It's really because I'm very busy and something like that I'd have to schedule and prior to a discussion figure out what they want to talk about. Because a lot of times like you get caught in that Pharisee type spirit that where how when the Pharisees would try to trap Jesus with asking him questions like, do we give taxes to Caesar or are we not supposed to give taxes to Caesar? And they tried to trap him. They didn't ask him a question to know the answer. They asked him a question to get him to say something so that they could get him. And so Jesus answered those questions perfectly, right? And but I'm not Jesus, right? So if I get caught up in some kind of weird little trap or whatever because I got like a map of questions to ask people, does God love everybody? Does this and that? And and it's all these Yeah, I've had a peaceful discussion with him before. I like ETT, to be honest. I like him, as a person. And I like T-Mog too, but got a personality problem. But yeah, I like ETT. What are my thoughts on that? Well, I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because I can't get past the salvation issue. So, I mean, I mean, then really, I don't think anything about it. I don't think anything about it. I thought it was interesting though. And obviously, I think that Jesus was darker skinned for sure, and so that made it intriguing to want to look into it. But just the salvation doctrine alone was kind of weird, man, and I just wasn't interested in that. Could be, Andrew. Yeah, yeah, it's looking that way. It's looking that way. I mean, I guess you can say, in a technicality kind of way, that Rome would be, because Rome is in charge of everything, right? Then, in a weird way, it could still be Rome, right? And a lot of people are triggered by that. But yeah, I do. I do, Andrew. But yeah, and see, there's other people that know more than me. I don't know. I've only been studying for 4 years every day. So there's people that have been studying 50 years. I mean, there's a lady that's written like many, many books that I follow on Revelation, and she changes it all the time. You know, she's made it a full-time job to read that book alone. You know, and so it's tough. I would, well, it's tough to say. I mean, yeah, it's possible. I mean, I think it's right around the corner. I think it's right around the corner. And when I read the Bible, I see a preacher of rapture in there, but I know a lot of people that don't, and I've seen good evidence on both sides, but I believe in a preacher of rapture. What's the question? Oh, Rob, you got your call. You're gonna find out for sure early next week. Oh, that's great. Hey, prayers for Rob. I was praying so hard for Rob to see the power of God, like to really well, I'm not going to say he's a nice guy, right? I mean, maybe I would use that term. Like, I don't look at myself as any better than anybody else, right? I would just say that his doctrine issues are messed up, and I would say that doctrine on salvation, and I would say he's got kind of a personality problem. I know. I think I he might have some like he might have some mental stuff going on too. I mean, imagine going from like you're in the corporate world and then you find out about flat Earth and you find out the world is falling apart and it's horrible out there and you don't want to be a part of it, right? And you've kind of isolated yourself and you read the Bible every day with no real guidance, right? And so smart people think they could figure it out on their own with no help. And he says something visited him or something, but I don't know what kind of spirit would tell him that salvation is not for everybody and that it's not by faith, because that's why Abraham was chosen, was to bring God to the world. You know. Oh, Rob, I hope you get it, man. That's what I mean. Talk about a good testimony. I guess level up, you could say I'm just like overly as nice as I could possibly be. Hey, what's going on, Ned House? How you doing? Good to see you. I know that Cindy talks about you all the time. Here, let me give you a wrench, man. Let me give you a wrench. Make sure you have one. Oh, I don't know if I could do it now. Yeah, I can't do it right now, but I will. I'll fix it. What's up, Camo? Hey, Faith. I'm glad you guys are here. Prayers for Rob. Prayers for Rob too, because he's gonna find out if he's gonna get that job. Yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts on him. But yeah, I mean, if he changed a few doctrinal things, we can be doing some great shows again. But that's not going to happen. I don't think. But what do I think about the Pokey Poke vacation? Is it the mark? I think it's the first thing that's ever fit the description. Everyone worldwide marking the skin, but I think that it's a precursor to that probably. You know, I mean things are happening so fast. Oh yeah, hey, we should do that. Like have a show once in a while and just have a talk. I think that would be good. And I know that sorry, I'm getting all these calls and messages all the time. I got to put on my do not disturb when I come on now. But yeah, I think she's been telling me that she goes over and watches your streams and stuff, and I wish I can go there and watch them with her. But yeah, I would love to have you on for a talk. We should schedule it, or like is our weekends you or better like weekdays? And then I think I'd like to have Faith come on whatever morning she wants to come on if she's done handling her business. Okay. Well, if I can't get directly to you, I'll get to, or email me or I'll go through Cindy. Either way, I could get to you. I can let her know. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd be really interested in that. Yes. Okay. Well then, tomorrow morning for Faith would be great, and then I guess that gives Teresa a day off. Then is that okay, Teresa? I'll let you guys pick. Now I'm overwhelmed with how much great help that there is. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks, Nuthouse. I appreciate it. I forget your first name. I knew it like before you got in here, and then now it's slipping my tongue. Because I remember, I try to remember everybody's real name, but it's getting hard. Okay, bud. Take care. God bless you. Oh, all right, Mike. That's right. Remember that camel? He's like, Mike. Guess what day it is? Funny stuff. All right, cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Me too. Okay, cool. Then Friday for Faith. That's great. Perfect. Yeah, I'm like so energized right now. Like as far as like, I mean, yesterday I was just so tired, and at the point where like I think I slept through one of the shows like an hour, and really Sasquatch saved me in the morning that because he called me at like 7 o'clock, and it was right when it was supposed to start, and I was able to make it on time, kind of, but I mean, I just really was fizzled out, and I mean, Teresa came right at the right time. I mean, if there's no words to describe just how close I was to empty, but I'm recharged now and feeling so happy. And some things that were kind of a drag are like all taken care of or not bothering me anymore. And my prayers have been getting a lot better, and God's been helping me understand why sometimes I got to go through things that are hard, because He's getting us ready for stuff for something. And what's going on, Joel? Yeah, I'm pumped up today. I do feel happy today. I saw you put a video up. I thought that was cool. Are you gonna start having a stream now, like at 3:30, or kind of an odd time? But I guess it would be 1:30 my time, so I'm in the clear. Oh yeah. Hold on, I gotta read. Steven texted me after because I'm not sure the. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Me neither. It kind of got jumbled up because I didn't know. I didn't know either. So we all make mistakes. My fault too. You know what I mean? It's my fault. I think. I think overall it is my fault because I wasn't sure exactly. I wasn't sure. I'll talk to Teresa, and so maybe we had something planned already. It's just that like last week or a couple weeks ago, I asked a few people to help, right? And now everybody's now it's all coming to fruition, right? And so it's like, okay, well, forgot what I said to everybody. I got to figure it out, you know. And but everything is just so great, so great, so great, so great. Oh, you have 10 tons of gravel coming? Oh my God. Oh my God, it's 20,000 pounds of gravel. That's You must have a pretty big property then to have that much gravel. Of course, you think it's more than it is until it comes, and you're like, oh, I thought I bought more than that. Remember that tan bark that used to be under like swing sets, like when we were kids? I used to hate that stuff, man. Why did people buy that stuff? I mean, you're almost better off falling on the ground instead of getting those red splinters in your arm. That was the worst, man. And then it would burn, you know, and you can't get them out. The slivers are too small. They're too small, and so you had to like really take a lot of baths and soak and all that. Oh man, falling on tan bark is the worst. And then when you're always playing on the same swings all the time, and you're constantly falling on that stuff, I think that's the elite, man. It's the elite. They were trying to get us even when we were kids, you know, with that tan bark. I mean, it's bad enough sand, you know, especially when the cats get around it and all that. Yeah, that tan bark is well. See, tan bark looks nice if you just have like, you know, like have it in your garden or something like that, or around like grass or something. That would be nice, you know, like to like, you know, really like put an edge around the grass or something. That would be nice. But to be falling on off the swings and jumping off the swings and falling on tan bark and getting tan bark in your shoes. I mean, that is the most useless stuff for to fall on when you're a young person. Wouldn't it be better if it was like some kind of foam pad or something like that? That would be awesome. Oh yeah, Teresa, Deb said, sorry for putting words in your mouth. Yeah. Oh, you're creating a double parking lot. Oh yeah, that's nice. I love grass. A lot of people out here call it a lawn, but I still call it grass. Cut the grass. But I guess that means something else nowadays, right? Probably meant it back then too. I don't know. But people out here are crazy. It's like I mean, nothing I see anymore shocks me, you know? It used to be that like if I saw somebody with tattoos on their face, that would shock me a little bit, you know, back in the day. But now that I don't even notice that anymore. It's so common for someone just to have tattoos on their face all over that it doesn't even I don't even notice it really. It's just, hey, look at this dude. He's got some tats on his face. But like 20 years ago, that would have like startled me. Like, oh wow, I hope he's all right. And now there's people that try to make that stuff look cool, and kind of pull it off. Oh, I'm sorry, Camel, your friend lost his wife. Oh my God. But she was saved and is not in pain anymore, right? I remember when my friend just recently died, she went pretty fast, but I remember that when she went, like, I was sad that she was gone because she was my friend, but I was almost jealous. Like, I mean, that's just my honest feelings. I was almost jealous that I wanted to go too. Yeah, Camo. I think it was the same in my case with my friend too, except she didn't. It was very fast. She went fast, but she was suffering. So yeah, man, it's just these people are so. If you watch the video on Koch postulates, right, from Andy Kaufman, Dr. Andy Kaufman, and you watch event or read Event 201, right? Just those two pieces of material, and you still think that this is all good and that medicine is good for you or whatever, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. If I mean, 2 years before this all started, or a year before it all started, they had it all playing out exactly the way it says. And with Andy Kaufman's research on um, how to isolate a virus to show that it causes disease. I mean, it's impossible. And so I don't know how anybody could believe that. But yeah, Kim, I'm sorry. Tell your friend I'm sorry, man. I'll pray for his family. See, hey, you know what? The night group is so much more chill. I don't know what it is. It's the same people, but you guys are so much more chill at night. I guess unwinding, huh? Unwinding from the day. Yeah, it hurts my feelings to see that your friend lost his wife. I know when I lost my girl, um, it really changed. We really changed how I was with relationships after that. I mean, I was pretty much done at that time, and I was only my 30s. But I tried to date one more time, and I couldn't. And yeah, I feel lucky to have you guys too. Like, it's a place to recharge at the end of the day, and a place to get reset in the morning. I mean, of course, the back and forth stuff, but it's really because we want the truth, and we want to bring what we believe here. And so I get why it's always the same reason, right? Is because we're searching. And it's not because of dissension or people being horrible to each other, calling each other horrible names or causing strife or whatever. It's because we care too much. And the rest of the world is falling apart because they don't care enough. And maybe there's like a way to balance it out. I don't know. Oh yeah, Teresa's very inspiring. I prayed for someone just like her, and she came. I mean, it's almost just. I mean, it's uncanny. Sometimes when God's working in your life because it's so exact that it can't be different. Some of you are like that, where I prayed for like um a certain type of personality to come in here, and some of you are like that. Yeah, it's good that we listen to each other. Well, it was kind of wild here, Faith. Like for a while I just ignored the chat and I was like, okay, well the chat belongs to the people, and I'm just gonna do my thing and ramble, you know. And that didn't work, I guess, because people wanted me to watch the chat, you know. It was like, if you don't watch the chat, then I'm out of here. And it's hard to chase everybody down. Oh, please don't go. If it was one person, it would be a lot of work, but it's a lot of people. And I care about all of you so much, you know. Yeah, and Deb really hung tough in there, you know, because it wasn't easy for her at first, and she hung in there, and now it's all great. Sometimes even when things aren't our fault, we have to rise above a little bit, you know. I'm proud of her. She's grown a lot, like a huge amount, noticeable amount. And like I strive to be like some of you guys, you know. Maybe when I get there, I'll have like big spiritual growth, you know, if we don't get rescued out of here. I keep thinking it's right around the corner or a day away or a week away or something. And I know that things can't be things can't be you know, I don't think the world could keep going like it is. So I just don't see, you know, God is so interesting in how he does it, you know. And well, the way I look at it, Paul, is that all streams are different. You know, they have different purposes, I guess. Some you just kind of kick back and relax. Some are like mine is kind of dedicated to Jesus and what he's done for us, and it's really for him, right? It's him getting to see us, you know, learn about him or talk about him or help each other, right? And it's like a window to our group, you know, and you know, and you know, in my opinion, I guess everything should be like that, right? But like, you know, what are the real expectations of the world? You know, like we have to be able to chill out too, I guess. You know, and so everything has a different purpose. You know, well, I'll tell you what, there's not that many Christians left. You know, I mean, it seems like there's a lot, right? Because you know, like it seems like there's a lot of Christians out there, right? But if you're trying to find a pastor, right, it's so hard to find one, isn't it? Think about that, Paula. If I didn't have you and if I didn't like do my own thing, I don't know where I would go to find like I mean, yeah, I hunt and peck here and there, right? But I don't know where to go. Like there's you would think with all these millions of Christians that are supposed to be out there that I could find one person and I could say, "Oh, this is all the truth right here. This person has it all perfect." You know what I mean? So it's like I think that somehow they're making us seem like there's more out there than there really is or something. It's pretty scary, isn't it? Like it not only scares, but like where are all these people? You know, like where are all these people? It's yeah, it's like where do these people go? Like they I see them on Sundays, you know, on TV or whatever. I don't watch TV, but you know how like you see them on like those big, you know, mega churches or whatever. You see them, but where do they go? What do they do? You know, is that even real? You know, because I've seen like back in the day some of those big ones that they don't even say the name Jesus the whole time they're preaching, and then when you start seeing like all these different truth um channels like you know display like just who these people are, it's very scary. They're working for the enemy, you know. And then you know, when I was a little kid, I used to think that if someone was holding a Bible, that they were, you know, they were a good person. They were trying to help me. but it's really the opposite, you know? Like a lot of people try to hurt you with the Bible, you know? And I guess that's how you would get a Christian. You know, you can't show up in a red suit, I guess, you know, with a pitchfork. I guess they move you 1 inch, you know, at a time, you know? Yeah, you're right, you know? But it's like it's so hard to see it because to regular people, they look at it and it looks good. Like, oh, okay, well this he seems nice, you know? These people seem nice. But when you like can really see the truth, right? You see under these layers, right? And you're like, wow, that this person is demonic, you know? And only cares about money and that kind of thing. You know, yeah. Well, yes, that's my biggest fear too, Deb. We're in this together, you know. That's the way I look at it. You know, we're all in this together. None of us want to be lukewarm. That's for sure. I used to think, right, that my worst fear would be like, you know, depart from me, you worker of iniquity, right? Like I didn't want to hear that, right? But then I realized what that was about. You know, if you're going to go up to Jesus and talk about all the good works that you've done, you know, that's not, then you don't know Jesus, right? He's the one that gets us there. It's all his glory. And so what Jesus was trying to say is that he never knew those people because they didn't know him, you know? And so to get over that hump, that used to make me feel so much better. But also, I don't want to be lukewarm either. I want to be on fire until the end, you know? I don't care if it kills me, and it is killing me, you know? But I don't care. I feel good inside, and everything is going good with my kids and my other family, and so I'm a positive influence on them. That's all I really care about is being good to my friends, good to my kids, and you know, there's worse ways to die, I guess. But yeah, I know that's not going to make sense to a lot of people, right? But it makes sense to us, right? And it's just weird how like the power of God is so confusing to them and so obvious to us, you know? And you know, people might think that you know that's like us saying that we're better than anybody else, but we're not. And that's us saying that we know we're a wretch, you know, that we know that we aren't good, you know, like we're not even close to what he probably imagined us to be, you know. I want to be what the maximum best that he can possibly have made me, you know, and I feel like I let him down at every turn, you know. And so there's no making that stuff up, right? That's what forgiveness is all about. All you could do is do your best every day, you know? And so that's the way I look at it, you know? And it's good to get charged up, you know, and it's good to get, you know, start feeling good about God every day, you know? And this is what I think church was supposed to be is like just a few of us meeting all the maybe not like this, right? But you know, we make the best of it, right? Like a few of us meeting and getting charged up in the morning, getting charged up in the evening, and keep it rolling, right? And oh, hey Teresa, you are a blessing. I mean, I'm not used to compliments either. I don't even like getting Christmas gifts, you know, or birthday gifts or whatever. And now I don't celebrate any holidays, but you know what I mean. But no, but I would agree with them, you know. Like you're a tremendous blessing to me. And so I don't think there's any mistakes. I think we all find each other for a reason, you know. And you know, everybody I met that is like us, right, has got the same type of history, the same type of stuff going on, right? Same type of struggles, right? Where we think like, oh yeah, maybe I'm worse than everybody else, but it's really not. It's just because we absorb everybody's pain all the time, you know, it's hard to feel good, you know. because we feel bad when we make people feel bad, you know? And there's some people that can make you feel bad and just roll on with their life and not care, you know? And I never understood that. I'm like, how do these people not care? They just do what they want and feel good. Like, I never understood that and always thought there was a problem with me, you know? But, you know, it is what it is. Praise God, right? I'm going to round out, guys. Man, what a good show today. We didn't even really get to anything, but you know what? It's good to have these chats, you know? And you're all amazing. To be honest, you guys are all amazing. Some of you are more work than others, but it's worth it. And so, you know, one day I hope to be where you guys are. So I'll just say this: God bless you guys, and praise Jesus for His sacrifice and His grace, and all glory to God, right? And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7. Pray for the kids.